shower, Rasa vicāra, analysis of the mellows, and the subtopic is the analysis of rasa is of worship alone. What is the act of worship? Question mark. Those who worship God should reflect on the nature of their worship. It is materialistic, mental, or something entirely different. Although the act of worship often involves some reliance on material elements, it is still superior to mere material practices. Mere material. Okay. If that is the case, then what type it could be? Because thought cannot transcend matter. If worship is equated with thought, then worship would merely be considered as materialistic imagination. So it is neither material nor mental. Then what truly constitutes worship? Excuse me. Ordinary human existence is seen nothing other than only matter and thought. So does it mean one must become an atheist or accept impersonalism? Exclamation. The state is that the state that is directly opposed to matter and material thought is termed nirvishesha, impersonal. By taking shelter of that, one would have to accept lifeless Brahmavada and consequently embrace further characteristics of atheism. Then there is no more worship. That for which all living entities are so eager has become as false as a flower in the sky. What a misfortune!
On this, on the same Bengali Akash Pushpa,
So this, as they say in Bengali, Akash Pushpa.
it means that a flower in the sky.
It means that a flower in the sky.
No flowers in the sky.
There are no flowers in the sky.
That was the same Bengali Agoradim.
They also say it in Bengali, what deem? Gora deem.
The uh, uh, the horse egg.
The horse egg.
Horses don't have eggs.
The horses never lays eggs.
Chickens,
The chickens
other birds
and other birds
have eggs.
have eggs.
But there are no horses that lay eggs.
But there are no horses lay eggs.
So if people have got in this imagination, someone says he's saying it's false. A lion's eye or egg of a horse.
So not here, but he says that it is false, like a flower in the sky or like the egg of a horse.
uh, Real separation from Krishna. That's all right. That's nice.
So when one feels separation from Krishna, that's all right. That's nice.
Because then that separation becomes transcendental bliss.
Because then that separation becomes transcendental bliss.
But if one is like you feel separation from your father and other someone, if they're in that mood, it's considered a material Rasa.
If one feels separation from mother or father, if they're in that mood, they're considered to be in the material rasa.
And that doesn't produce any transcendental bliss.
And that doesn't produce any transcendental bliss.
So doing separation from Lord Chaitanya actually unites you to Lord Chaitanya more.
So feeling separation from Lord Chaitanya actually unites you to Lord Chaitanya more. Anartha, yeah, I could relate to this. Piercing through the three superficially observed principles of matter, material thought, and the concept of non-material thought as idea of nirvishesha, impersonal, seek the perfected nature of the soul. I asked you to seek the act of piercing because, apparently, these three thoughts have covered your swarupa, nature, by binding you. Without breaking through them, how will you free yourself from their grasp? For instance, the three binders were placed over your eyes, obstructing your vision. You would be advised to remove those blinders to uncover your eyes and to see the substances. Similarly, your own eyes that are there in your perfected self is covered by the three blinds of matter, material thought, and non-material thought. These three blinders are your anarthas.
So I don't, it only says two minus material thought and non-material thought, but it says these three blinders are your anarthas.
I don't know why it's said like that.
So above the say three,
Three blinds of matter, material thought, and yeah. Or maybe go back. The three blinds of matter, material thought, and non-material thought.
those three, that's two.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Because matter, material thought, and non-material thought.
Yes.
Matter,
Matter.
material thought, and non-material
Non-material
thought.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Three.
Blinds of matter, material thought, and non-material thought.
Yeah, instead of principles of matter, material thought, and the concept of non-material thought. Speculation unknown.
That's between both of us. Okay. Okay.
So, some people want the impersonal thought,
So some people want the impersonal thought,
and some people want material thought.
and some people want the material thought.
And anyway, all these things are covered by the material
So anyway,
matter.
So anyway, all these things are covered by material matter.
So we have to see that we don't allow our pure soul, the pure soul, to be blinded by these three blinders.
So we have to see that our pure soul is not binded by these three blinders.
And so it says that when you have a nidus, that produces these three kinds of
So it says that if you have the anarthas, that produces these three binders:
matter,
matter,
material thought,
material thought,
and non-material thought.
and non-material thought.
Non-material thought is personalism,
And the non-material thought is impersonalism.
and material thought is something this material world is permanent and real,
So material thought is accepting this material world as permanent and real,
and that so that and also the lines of matter.
and also the binds of matter.
So we want to pierce the blinders and see the transcendental Lord Chaitanya and Transcendental.
So we want to pierce through this matter and want to see the transcendental Lord Chaitanya and Lord Krishna.
Lord Chaitanya in his final pastimes, uh, when he traveled over South India,
So Lord Chaitanya, when he traveled all over South India,
he felt the separation of Krishna
he felt the separation of Krishna
all the time.
all the time.
So the next thing is that the special worship is Rasa.
So the next thing is that the name of spiritual worship is Rasa. By removing this, the three anarthas, that is matter, material thought, and non-material impersonal thought, open your own natural eyes. When the natural eye of the soul is revealed, there will be no longer be material worship, material thought-based worship, and worship that is opposite of material thoughts. At that time, spiritual worship will be observed. This spiritual worship is known as rasa. Those who engage in worship are essentially practicing rasa.
So we want all the devotees to practice this Rasa,
So we want all the devotees to practice this rasa,
not the material duplicate.
not the material duplicate.
Uh, just like for babies, they give a pacifier,
Just like for the babies, they give a pacifier,
and that's apparently sucking on that, like sucking on your mother's breast.
so apparently sucking on that is like sucking on the mother's breast.
And therefore the child, the baby, is happy.
Therefore the child, the baby, is happy.
So we don't want any pacifier.
So we don't want any pacifiers.
We want the real thing,
We want the real thing.
Rati.
Rati. Wow.
Very nice.
Yes, Gurmaj will end here. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 2.5, mm, 2.5 point 112 and 123. Because Rati and other elements, Vibhava, Anubhava, etc., are non-different from the Supreme Bliss, it follows naturally that Rasa, which is their mature state, huh, is self-revealing and consists of nothing else but itself. Though the ignorant and the materialists hastily perceive rasas such as lamentation, karuna to be full of grief, the true knowers of rasa say that, excuse me, says that these rasas are full of profound bliss. Srila Prabhupada's translation of the above mentioned verses: an apparently pitiable condition in devotional service may appear distressing to the inexperienced student, but the feelings of the devotee is pitiable condition are considered to be ecstatic by expert devotees. Indeed, those who are qualified to attain this rasa are rare, therefore it is a confidential matter.
So, if a person is advanced Krishna consciousness, he may appear very distressed.
So devotee may be advanced, and if he experience any, what was the last thing?
He may appear very distressed.
He may appear very distressed.
Radharani, when Krishna went to Mathura, her and all the gopis, they felt great separation from Krishna.
Radharani and the other gopis, when Krishna left for Mathura, they felt great separation from Krishna,
And that's their ecstatic feeling.
and that's their ecstatic feelings.
And this kind of rasa is very rare.
And this kind of rasa is very rare.
And there are not many devotees who have such a deep uh, relationship with Krishna.
There are such devotees who may not have such deep relationship with Krishna.
So that's why
Huh?
this is considered a confidential matter.
So those who are not qualified to attain this rasa are rare, therefore it is considered to be the most confidential matter. Don't interrupt me. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 2.5.129 to 133. Those who have been burnt up by the false renunciation, the dried up jnanis, those absorbed in logic and disputation, and particularly those who are mimamsakas, are averse to tasting bhakti, just as one very carefully protects a great treasure from thieves. The devotees should protect bhakti rasa from ancient mimamsakas. Prabhupada's translation of the above mentioned verse. Srila Rupa Goswami warns in this connection for the persons who are in the fire of false renunciation, a dry speculative habit, who neglect devotional service, persons who are attached to the ritualistic ceremonies recommended in the Vedas, and to the impersonal Brahman cannot relish the transcendental pleasure of devotional service. Sri Rupa Goswami advises, therefore, that devotees who have already tasted the nectar of devotion by devotion, be very careful to protect devotional service from such dry speculators, former ritualistic elevationists, and impersonal salvationists. Wow. The devotee should protect their valuable jewel of spiritual love from the clutches of thieves and burglars.
So, just as we would protect our hidden treasure,
Just as we would protect our hidden treasure,
we should protect Bhakti Yoga.
we should protect Bhakti Yoga.
I heard one lady in a class, I think I was walking outside, and she was saying how much suffering there is in material life, and therefore she wanted liberation.
So I was listening to a class by a lady when I was walking outside. She was saying how she was suffering in the material world, therefore she wants liberation.
The danger is that you may get
The danger is that you may get
the impersonal liberation,
the danger is that you may get the impersonal liberation,
and not suffering.
but there is no suffering
The very small bliss.
and very small bliss.
The what's that? In Russia, a small hoof of a calf,
The impression of the small hoof of a calf,
the amount of water that in that hoof in Russian
the amount of water that can be in the hoof impression
compared to the ocean or sea
compared to the ocean or sea
is what you get in personal Brahman.
is what you get in the impersonal Brahman.
But in the bliss of bhakti, it's like a drop of water compared to the ocean.
In bliss of bhakti, a drop of water of pure devotion.
So we want people to actually experience bhakti.
So we want people to actually experience bhakti,
And bhakti is the other bhakti. The devotees never accept the impersonal Brahman.
the devotees they never accept the impersonal Brahman.
But servitude, friendship, friend love, conjugal love, they're accepted.
Servitude, friendship, parental love, conjugal love, they are separate.
So you have to be very careful not to get blinded by the material nature, material thought,
So we have to
non-material thought.
so we have to be very careful, not be blinded by the material nature, material thought, and the non-material thought.
So you've already tasted the nectar of devotion.
So those who have already tasted the nectar of devotion
Have to be very careful to avoid associating with dry speculators.
so should be very careful not to associate with dry speculators,
Formal ritualistic elevationists.
formal ritualistic elevationists.
They go to the Devaloka.
Like they go to the Devaloka,
And personal salvationists.
and impersonal salvationists.
So devotees seductive rival, zero of spiritual love, not watches of thieves and burglars.
So devotees should protect the valuable jewel of spiritual love from the clutches of thieves and burglars.
The end.
The end.
What time is it?
8:33. There are 5 kinds of liberation.
And one is personal,
One is impersonal,
the other has unmentioned.
the others, as I mentioned.
I'm just saying the others are accepted,
I'm just saying the others are accepted,
but devotees don't accept the impersonal liberation.
but the devotees, they don't accept the impersonal liberation.
Now, at some point in your devotional advancement, you'll feel attracted to some particular uh, rasa.
So in some point of your devotional advancement, you might get attracted to a particular rasa.
Rasa.
Yeah.
Is it rasa or rasa?
Rasa. Rasa, rasa.
Right? Those four rasas are acceptable to the devotees.
So those 4 rasas are acceptable to the devotees.
I mean, Hanuman is in a service to Lord Ram.
So I mean, like Hanuman, he is in service to Lord Ram.
There's different friends of Krishna who play with him
There are different friends of Krishna who play with him.
on Yashoda and Devaki
Yashodananda and Devaki
and Vasudeva
and Vasudev
and many others
and many others
are in the Dharanda Raja.
are in the parental rasa.
And then Gopis and Vrindavan and the queens in Dwara,
And then the gopis in Vrindavan and the queens in Dwaraka,
they're the conjugal love.
they had the conjugal love.
So, in the devotional service,
As you render devotional service,
love uh, manifest one of these four side rasas.
so your love would manifest according to these 4 sthayi rasas.
Hello,
Hariva, Haribo. Krishnirmatirastu. Okay, Guru Maharaj, one more thing before we go.
Dear fortunate devotees, so there is a physical book table to the left of you near the gate, right here on the Transcendent rooftop. It's meant for you. It's Guru Maharaj's personal physical book table. And before you leave, please do visit the table and see in what way you can serve Guru Maharaj in book distribution by sponsoring a Bhagavad Gita or a few small books. So this is a 9 days collection announcement today. Welcome to Guru Maharaj virtual book table, dear devotees. We have in the last 9 days Bhudi Krishna Das from Mathura Desh 11 Bhagavad Gita, Kasi Krishna Chaitanya Das from Kerala 11 Bhagavad Gita, Gaurav Priya Sachimata Devidasi from Kochi 51 Bhagavad Gita, Ujjala Prema Bhakti Devidasi from Punjab 4 Bhagavad Gita, Sadanandini Lakshmi Priya Devidasi from Bangalore 12 Bhagavad Gita, Samir Maiti from Midnapur 11 Bhagavad Gita, Saumya Kaushalya Devidasi from Delhi 2 Bhagavad Gita, Ajay Radhapati Das from Mumbai 8 Bhagavad Gita, Kirtaneshwara Gauradas from Hyderabad 40 Bhagavad Gita, Kumudavana Madhav Das from Mumbai 22 Bhagavad Gita, Parameshwar Parthasarathi Das from Kolkata 51 Bhagavad Gita, Supriya Ghosh from Kolkata 2 Bhagavad Gita, Indulekha Karuna Das from USA 51 Bhagavad Gita, Madhav Priya Bhaktadas from Kolkata 12 Bhagavad Gita, Ujjal Gaurahari Das from Mayapur 138 Bhagavad Gita, Abhiram Nimai Das 2 Bhagavad Gita and 32 small books from physical book table on the Akshay Tritiya day, 8th Bijan Kumar Karmakar 7 Bhagavad Gita, Shanta Shivanand Das 3 Bhagavad Gita, Bimal Kumar Sannyasi 1 Bhagavad Gita, Champak Bharna Chitra Devidasi 1 Bhagavad Gita, Mayuri Ribhuti Devidasi 1 Bhagavad Gita, Taposh Kumar Vishwas 1 Bhagavad Gita, Bipul Kumar Sharma 1 Bhagavad Gita, Soikat Saha 1 Bhagavad Gita, Krishna Chandra Das 1 Bhagavad Gita, Milan Ghosh 1 Bhagavad Gita, Ashim Kumar Shah 1 Bhagavad Gita, Saurav Karmakar 1 Bhagavad Gita, Dayal Kumar Karmakar 1 Bhagavad Gita, Sumbo Kumar Saha 1 Bhagavad Gita, Prashanto Pal 1 Bhagavad Gita, Tapeshwari Binda Devidasi 1 Bhagavad Gita, Bidut Kumar Shams 1 Bhagavad Gita, Bhuvan Mohan Ramdas 2 Bhagavad Gita, Sonjit Karmakar 2 Bhagavad Gita, Sri Rupa Subhadra Devidasi 1 Bhagavad Gita, Sujita Saha, Siba Saha, Pulak Seth, Anukshar Podar, Thamal Varna Mukunda Das, 34 Bhagavad Gita. Sorry, 8,500 taka for Bhagavad Gita. So these are from the physical book table by Nitya Madhavi Mataji. From Panchajanya Prabhu we have Meenakshi Gandharvika Devidasi Chittagong 2 Bhagavad Gita, Pushpa Rani Thakurgan 1 Bhagavad Gita, Dipali Rani Kasobo 1 Bhagavad Gita, Mukti Rani 1 Bhagavad Gita, Haridashi Rai 1 Bhagavad Gita, Anup Rai 1 Bhagavad Gita, Ganesh Rao 1 Bhagavad Gita, Malati Sarkar 1 Bhagavad Gita, Jagannath Das 1 Bhagavad Gita, Meenakshi Gandharvika Devidasi Achyuta 1 Bhagavad Gita, Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj's name 1 Bhagavad Gita, Sharavan Rai 2 Bhagavad Gitas. We have our Nitya Vats Balachandra Channa Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi Balavrinda in the last 9 days 36 small books. From Kasadesh devotees we have Damini Devidasi and her family 9 Bhagavad Gita, 90 small books in last 9 days. Toshan Krishna Das 2 Bhagavad Gita, Yugala Devidasi, Zaurai 10 Bhagavad Gitas, Hemagatri Devidasi 11 Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Prayasi Devidasi and her family 3 Bhagavad Gita and 10 small books. Lee Ang and her family 3 Bhagavad Gita and 10 small books. Nitai Haridas, Sachiprana Gaura Haridas, Ramya Subhangata Devidasi from New Panihati Dham, Atlanta, USA, 9 Bhagavad Gita and 90 small books in last 9 days. This 1:10 ratio, few devotees like Damini Devidasi and this Panihati USA family, they are all giving us a daily contribution to Guru Maharaj, which is exactly 1:10 ratio as per the instruction of Srila Prabhupada to Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much for such a wonderful matching contribution as a 1:10 ratio and being a role model and an exemplary example for all of us to follow. We also have Shashanka Koti Krishnadas from USA, 18 small books in 9 days. Srila Prabhupada Transcendent book distribution ki jai. Also, these devotees get a special Narasimha Puja in a few hours from now in Sri Dham Mayapur. And all of you devotees also, please bless them by calling out Nitai Gauranga with me. Nitai Gauranga. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Ah. कितना क्या है 10 piece नाम Hari Priya Mataji 10 Bhagavad Gita from physical book table today. So she is also getting a special Narasimha Puja in a few hours from now in Sri Dham Mayapur. And please pause on this wonderful opportunity of participating in Srila Prabhupada book distribution, even if it is single Bhagavad Gita and 10 small books. Please do WhatsApp anytime to Guru Maharaj virtual book table at +91 94 34 76 04 02. Stay tuned. Tomorrow there may not be class. No, tomorrow is Namahata. Tomorrow the class will be in Namahata during initiation. So let's do an intense prayer for Guru Maharaj's speedy recovery and full recovery. He had a dialysis today. And of course, our prayers include for all those who are celebrating their anniversaries today for their well-being and blissful Krishna consciousness. Please join me in the prayers. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Vaishnav Pranam. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patithanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai. Patita Pawan Srila Prabhupada ki jai.